All right, guys, so I deleted the video. This is a new video. I'm going to do this way from now on because evidently my camera does not like my camera doesn't like YouTube. YouTube doesn't like my camera in the video, so here it is. So we're going to go ahead and continue what we did on the 27th. Hopefully you guys will remember this. All we're trying to do is to get rid of that 5x and that number, which happens to be a 1 in front of the y. So that's two numbers. So this is plus. And again, I was talking about this. Our program will not let me put a negative in front of there because technically and actually standard form, there shouldn't be a negative or a fraction or a decimal in front of it. So it has to be a whole number. So that's why this program doesn't allow us to do it. But I've seen it on other tests that they have a negative there just to throw you off. So you're going to subtract that 5x from both sides of the equation. These are opposite operations. They are gone. We're left with that negative 1y equals. Now, not like terms. These two are not like terms. So we're going to do that 5x minus 5x or minus 5 times x plus 0. We're going to put the 0 there. I want that there just to keep you aligned and where you need to be. So the second part that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that 1 right there, that negative 1. So we're going to divide everything by negative 1. Make sure this number on the bottom here is the same. Okay, don't change it. Don't use this negative 5. So negative 1 divided by negative 1 is 1. 1 times y is y. We're going to leave the slope part here, that rise over run, so we're going to leave it as 5 over 1. And the reason is because we have a negative and a negative, and when you divide those, they become a positive. Then we're going to do this last part here, and 0 divided by negative 1 is 0. The reason we want to leave that is because that's our slope, or our, y-intercept, and if we have the x and y axis, backwards, our x and y axis, the 0 is right there. And then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces and over 1. Okay? That's how we started. We'll deal with graphing later. Let's look at number 2, get this done real quick. Put our line. We're going to get, there's a 1 in front of here, so it's a plus 1, so we're going to subtract 1x from both sides of the equation. We're left with 2y, and we'll have negative 1x minus 6. These are not like terms. You cannot add them together. Do not take negative 6 minus 1 and put negative 7x. You can't do that. The x must go first because that is slope-intercept form. That's the slope, that's the intercept. You notice that the x is first. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to divide everything by 2. Our 2's are gone. We have y, which we're trying to solve for. We're trying to solve for that y. We have it now. We're going to leave this negative 1 over 2. Don't get rid of the negative because there's only one of them. If there was a negative on the bottom, we get rid of it as well. Then we're going to go ahead and do the division here. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. Pause this as you need to. I'm going to keep moving and hammer through here. Pause because that way you can go ahead and get your notes down. So we're going to subtract 4x because it's plus 4x. We get rid of that. Opposite operations are gone. Put that 1 there, so negative 1y. These two are not like terms. You cannot add them together. So it is negative 4x because the x comes first, plus 2. By the way, I see a lot of guys forgetting that plus there. I know there's no plus up here, but it is a positive 2. We're going to leave it as a plus 2. If not, you're multiplying it to the x, and we're not trying to do that. All right, we're going to finally get rid of that negative 1, that times negative 1. That's negative 1 times y. So we're going to go ahead and cancel it off by dividing it. Not cancel, I hate that word. You're going to disappear, or negative 1 divided by negative 1 is 1. 1 times y is y. That's how we got that. Now, here we have that double negative, negative, so that's a positive. And then go ahead and do 2 divided by negative 1, which is negative 2. Okay? All right, we're going to move on. Pause it as you need. Pause it as you need. Because I'm going to be hammering through these. That's plus 3x, so we're going to subtract 3x. Notice that's the first thing we do. And we do do every time, no matter what it is. Opposite operations are gone. We have 4y equals not like terms, so we cannot add those together. So we put negative 3x, negative 3 times x, plus 4. It's important to put that plus there. Make sure that you do that. Next step, get rid of the number in front of the y or multiply to the y, so we're going to divide. Since 4 times y, we're going to divide. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times y is just y. So that is, they're gone. We're going to leave this because it's got one negative. That's fine. And then we'll do this. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Don't put just 1. You must have that plus there, okay? All right. Last one I'm going to do with you. We can throw a 1 right there if you'd like. All right, so we're going to subtract 2x since that's plus 2x. Our opposite operations are gone. We're left with 1y equals. And I know you could have just left y in here and you could have said that and then finish it. But I'm going to do it for a reason. I'll let you know here in a second. Not like terms. So negative 2x plus 4. We're going to divide by that 1. And our opposite operations are gone. We're left with y. And this is the reason why I did it, because I wanted it to negative 2 over 1, because I want the rise over the run for when we graph. And 4 divided by 1 is 4. And there you go. All right.